What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have At the Drive-In. Yes, indeed. How about that? At the Drive-In, making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Jason Shaw, and Jason wanted to see me react to this song by At the Drive-In called One-Armed Scissor. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by New Blue Honda. All one word, no spaces, I am not even kidding. And the video has 214,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. At the Drive-In, One-Armed Scissor, Conan, 10/31, October 31st, 2000. That'd be my guess. I hope we're not going to have any issues with this. Conan's show is protected very heavily, so him and Letterman, those are the two worst, honestly. I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
This is a campaign centered in trip. A new turn is about this. Hello back, you just now. This is application. Take a left, right, gonna do. This is amputation. Put your leverage and access. Got away, send transmission to my center. Got away, send transmission to my center. Got away, transmission, my center. Got away. Never
Pros, the live show. A lot of energy. Love seeing that. Seeing some stage interaction. Showmanship through the roof. I'm loving everything I'm seeing. Okay? Cons. The musicianship is just awful. I'm sorry. It's just dirty as hell. Now, look, I'm sure that's what they're going for. I'm sure they're trying to get some sort of a punk attitude going here. I will say it is steady. The bass player and the drummer are locked in. I can hear that. But they're the only ones who are locked in. The guitar playing is sloppy as hell. And the vocal work it's yelling. That's all it is. There's no singing. It's just pure yelling. I really have mixed feelings about this. Do I hate it? I don't think so. And I don't think I dislike it either. But at the same time, I'm not sure if I like it or I know I don't. I know I don't love it. But I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about this yet. Jury's definitely out. Let's keep going. Maybe by the time we're done, maybe I'll have a much more clear clear outlook on this. I don't know. Goes the guitar.
At the drive-in, everybody, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Stick around.
Oh boy, that was very poor form on the guitar player and lead vocalist part, leaving the stage before Conan came out. That's I mean, were they trying to make some sort of a statement with that? I mean, was it some political thing, or, you know, do they just not like Conan? That's bad form, guys. Bad form. The guy who allowed you to appear on his show and you're going to leave the stage? Oh, boy. I will bet there were some words said after that. Oh, boy. I still don't know what to make of this. Let me get my thoughts together. Oh boy. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was At the Drive-In with One-Armed Scissor. This was a request from Jason Shaw. I still don't know if I like these guys or not. There are certain aspects about what I saw and heard that I enjoyed, but there were other ones that really kind of turned me off and I was not a fan of. So I don't know if I like this or not. But I have a score, and the score makes perfect sense to me. So let's get to that score, and I'll tell you how I got there. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that overall presentation, I'm going to give that a 5.6. Yeah, 5.6. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, a 5.6. What does that mean? Well, a 5.6 would translate to an okay scale rating, because overall, I think this was an okay presentation. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a C+ letter grade. Yeah, let that one sink in. So there you go, a 5.6 okay scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a C+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Oh boy. So glad you asked. There's a very clear division here as far as what I enjoyed and what I did not. The songwriting and the musicianship, I wasn't a fan, if I'm being honest. It really didn't do anything for me. I think they're trying to be punk, sort of, but they're also trying to be new rock, and they're also trying to be like Rage Against the Machine. I mean, they're trying all these things, and it's not balancing out too well. The songwriting was simple. Now, this is normally where I would say simple can be effective when it's done properly. Well, this wasn't really done properly. It was just slop across the board. Now, I know some of that has to do with the fact that their musicianship was very sloppy, for lack of a better word. But I mean, the song itself is also very repetitive. It was literally one riff, pretty much. Although actually there were 2 riffs, but dominated by one, and it got stale pretty quick. The only redeeming factor when it came to the musicianship, in all honesty, was the bass playing and the drumming. They were locked in. They were locked in really well up until the end, when things started to completely fall apart. But for about, I would say about 7/8 of that presentation, bass and drums were locked in. So I will absolutely give credit where credit's due. Vocals, it was, I don't know if it would even call those vocals. I would call it vocalization. It was just yelling and screaming, in all honesty. No attention paid whatsoever to any kind of pitch. Trying to find any type of notation was not happening. There was no melodic line within the vocal. Never. Not one time. So I just, if I'm being honest, I would take that song and I would put it down in the 4th. If I'm being honest, it was not a very good song. But I'm giving this a 5.6. How is that? Well, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you already know what I'm going to say. So say it with me, kids.
Sing it out one time.
A live show can help your score, or it can hurt your score. And in the rare occasion such as this, it did a little of both. I'll explain what I mean by that. Going down the checklist, stage presence, check. They look like performers. They had a conducive look amongst all of them. Kind of reminded me of the Ramones a little bit. So the stage presence is there. Stage energy, without a question mark, is off the charts. Their stage energy was outstanding. We're gonna get back to it. You'll see what I have a little bit of an asterisk there. Stage interaction, check. They were interacting with each other a lot. It was casual. It was almost passive, but it was still interaction nonetheless. So I'll give it to them. Crowd interaction, okay, none, zilch, nada. But here's the thing: I'm not going to hold that against them because it was on Conan O'Brien's television show. Television is a weird beast. There are times, and I've been in this situation, where you're going to appear on a television show and you are literally told, do not interact with the crowd. Don't even acknowledge the crowd. That's the host's job. Your job is just to show up and play the song that you're pushing, or that your record label is pushing, the big hit. You know, that's all you're supposed to do. Don't even acknowledge the crowd. When you're done, don't wave. No, don't even wave to the crowd. So I don't know how Conan's show went. I don't know what the rules were for Conan's show, but there's a very strong possibility they were told not to interact with the crowd. So I'm not going to hold that one against them. Okay, there wasn't any, but I don't know what the rules are. So I'm going to give them a pass on the no crowd interaction this time. Showmanship, yeah, through the roof, tons of it. Again, with an asterisk, we're going to get back to it. Production, that's a television show. Unless they're given production, which they really weren't. The asterisks for the stage energy and for the showmanship. I am a huge advocate for stage energy and showmanship. I believe you should put on the best live show you possibly can, but not at the expense of your song falling completely apart. There were some moments where they could have dialed it back just a little bit, just a tiny bit. I'm not saying turn into Radiohead and just stand there and play your instruments. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is dial it back just a little bit so you can clean up your playing a little bit and make your song sound a little more thematic, a little more conducive to itself, and play a little bit cleaner. That's all I'm saying, okay? I'm not saying take away from the energy and the attitude, because I liked what I saw. I did, but maybe think about dialing it back just a little bit so you can play a little bit cleaner. And then the last thing, this was a huge faux pas. When the guitar player threw his guitar in off the stage and he decided to jump over the speakers, I was wondering what's going on there, because I know the song's wrapping up. I can feel it wrapping up. Where are you going? Conan's going to be coming out. And then he was followed very quickly, purposefully, by the lead vocalist. Now, I don't know what the reasoning is there. I don't know what the issue is there. But the lead vocalist and the guitar player made it very obvious through their actions and through their choices, they did not want to be on the stage when Conan came out there. Why? I don't know. It's bad form. I mean, do you think they ever came back? I very seriously doubt it. I don't think they were ever invited back. And I'll take it a step further, because the television industry is so incestuous. I'll bet you anything, word got around to, whoever the host of the Tonight Show was at that point in time. I don't know who it was. It might have been Jay. It might have been, I don't know who it might have been, but I'll bet you anything, Letterman got word. I'll bet you the Tonight Show got word. I'll bet you that the entire talk circuit got word that the host of the show was disrespected by the lead vocalist and the guitar player for whatever reason. And word got around. I'll bet you, I'm willing to bet they didn't see any television time after that. That's just really bad form. You're invited to come and appear on the host's show, and you're going to disrespect the host by leaving the stage before the host gets there. Bad form. Really bad form. So I am taking that into account. It did lower the score a little bit. It did. So this is how we're coming up with that 5.6. Okay, if the score might have, the score would have been higher if they didn't pull those shenanigans. So, but in any case, a 5.6. That's where we're at. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 5.6, which is an okay scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a C+ letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope that was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.